Yeah, good.
Sorry.
Go for it.
Appreciate it. Straight in. Let's go.
Right, we're in.
Boy.
What's the story? How's everyone doing today?
Inside. Boys, try not to move your mics at all.
I think I'm good. No, I'm always good.
I have the shit cable again.
Yeah, but you're touching it.
Yeah, but I'm trying to stick it in properly. Get me?
Stuck it in, was gone. What are we saying though?
Silent.
Snow, where were you late today?
What do you know? Was I late today?
You're late to the episode.
What kind of stupid question is that?
What time did we agree on?
Half 12. Were you late?
Yeah, what time do you always agree on?
That's not the point.
Don't be stupid.
This is not stupidity.
It is.
No.
Because you're asking the question so stupid.
See, this is what I've been saying for weeks now about you.
I went to my missus' uncle's house, so.
So?
Wait, you mean the
So?
Yeah. So what?
Why didn't you leave on time?
What?
Planning. If you
Listen, I'm here now.
if you fail to plan, you plan to fail.
Listen, lads, I'm here now, yeah? So let's get the episode
late.
cracking.
Yeah, but you're late though.
What, have you never been late, though?
That's not the point. We're talking about
Exactly.
now.
Have you ever been late, though?
No.
Exactly. So let's get the
I
episode
can't
cracking.
remember ever being late in my life.
For school.
Take the log out of your eye now with that Bible verse. I'm actually not a Christian anymore, guys.
Yeah, what are you then?
Mad.
What are you
I've converted to my own religion.
Yeah, what is it called?
It's be out on the 26th of November.
Yeah.
Watch this space.
Watch the space. So deny me in front of your friends, deny you in front of my father type of vibe.
Christian.
Yeah.
I'm a Christian too.
Are you a Christian?
No.
Ah, my guy. He doesn't want to say.
What religion are you?
What?
What religion are you?
Well,
Or atheist?
No, I'm not atheist. I don't really follow any religion. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I believe in a God, but whether that's what I follow religion or not, it's not up to me. So, so yes, that's where I'm at the moment.
Man got deep pretty quickly.
I swear.
It's like, whoa. Give me a second. Like,
Big up God, though.
Of course.
He's a cool guy. Don't think so.
He's sound. You know what I mean?
Love your ass there, Dave.
my what?
Ice.
My eyes. Yo, why you been worried of me? Why you been worried of me?
Oh my God.
But yeah, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Where's Your Head Up podcast. It's your boy KD.
King Groove.
Snowden.
And we got a special guest in the building. Say your name.
What's up? It's Leon.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man. From where you from? Like, as in, like, talk to us. Give us a little bit of.
Yeah. I'm from Tallet, born and bred.
Sure, you're a Tala boy.
Yeah, of course.
I didn't know you were a Tala boy.
Me and Dave went to the same school.
Jesus Christ.
We'll come back to that. Because there's a couple of things that we need to discuss there. Half Senegalese, half Irish.
Senegal?
Some people,
Jeez, man like money.
Man, this is what I'm telling you about Senegal. A lot of people don't understand that Senegal is the birthplace of jollof rice.
Yeah.
It actually is. But listen.
But Nigeria took over.
yeah.
You never carry last. Never carry last.
You got colonized.
Yeah, no, 100%. I said that I was giving a talk, giving a bit of a speech at a 50th birthday party, and I said that, and the person whose birthday it was Nigerian. Man, they started booing me. We're not having this.
Yeah.
I can imagine. Get off the stage. What are you doing there?
Jollof course.
Sound like American, like an American trying to put an African accent.
Get off the
Get off the stage.
That's dope. That's
Yeah,
dope.
but that's most of my existence. As I said, me and Dev went to the same school. Went to
Mad place.
Maynooth after that. Studied psychology. That was fun. And now I'm just living my life, doing my thing.
Do you know psychology? Yeah.
That's dope.
What do they teach you in that? Because I know people that study psychology, and like, do they teach you about the brain and how the mind works?
Yeah. So there's a few pieces. So there's obviously the first part that they teach is about the history of psychology, which is hella boring.
Yeah.
Like I hate that class. The second piece then is around like development of yourself as like from a child to an adult, which is a bit more interesting. Then they go into like the brain and stuff like that, how the brain is formed, you know, different diseases that can happen to the brain, which was my favorite part. And then they go into like social psychology, so like how you act on your own versus how you act when you're around friends and how it's different.
Like, can you read people? Like, Because I know a few friends say they can read people after like 2 years doing the course. Like, relax.
I can read your mind.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
What am I thinking of right now?
You're thinking of a number
Jollof
between 1
rice.
and 10.
No, I'm not.
That
That was a wild guess, though. I could have been.
Damn. No, I'm not that good. No,
Can you read personalities?
Like, so there's different ways that personalities can come true. And there's also different metrics for personalities.
We're really putting your college study to the
Yeah,
test
like
right now.
I swear.
He's like, I didn't come here for this.
I got like 50%.
And your thesis?
My thesis, actually, I got 52% of my thesis. Which was actually, like, so my thesis was on...
Leon, that's bad.
It's terrible.
Dave, what you get?
40.
You didn't say you got
Don't throw stones in glass houses.
when I was in St. Mark's, right, I did actually quite well in school in terms of tests, but when I went to college, accountability just went out the window. I failed my whole first year. I had to do the whole thing again.
Because it's up to you now if to do it or not.
And I would have bitten a person's hand off to get over 60% in that college. I don't think I ever got over 60% in college.
Why? Is it because it was hard or just you didn't apply yourself?
In school, you have a bit of structure, and I think you know, certainly for me,
You get in trouble as well.
Yeah.
They
tell your mouth
You get in
that.
trouble. Like.
100%. The amount of extension emails I wrote to those lectures. It's tough to answer right now. Can I get an extension? Yeah. And like,
I lost my
I was
pigeon.
also involved with a lot of social stuff in college. So and like the lecturers kind of knew that, I think. So they were like a little bit more lenient to me. But yeah, damn, I wrote too many extension emails. But yeah, my thesis was actually, I love my thesis. So my thesis was on like dark personality traits. So whether you're like psychopath or manipulative or like
Narcissistic.
Yeah, like actually that's the term. So psychopathy, Machiavellianism.
See, I can read your mind.
Thank you.
What did you study?
What?
What did you study?
Technology management.
No.
You come across a psychopath. But and whether if you're a morning person or an evening person, and whether that affects those traits. And I actually found that
damn.
in line with other studies that if you're a morning person, you're more likely to be like nicer and like not narcissistic and not a psychopath. Whereas if you're an evening person or like
You're
a night
dark.
person,
Dark.
personality traits.
Like
are-
You like the dark a lot.
No, it's just, I think I suppose it falls in line with, you know, like most crimes are
Committed at night
Do you know,
time.
like people that are so easy.
Last, yeah.
Streets come out at night. Do you know what I mean? So
It is what it is. I know myself, Sean, please.
I'm a criminal then.
I'll give you a copy of my thesis.
please do. No, fam, I can't even remember.
Honestly, actually, I want a copy. I want to read that.
100%.
Oh, do you know what my
No,
thesis
it's
was
crap,
actually?
like, I don't write with any scientific language. Right?
No, what do you call that thing? What did you at the end?
Reference.
No references.
Advert references.
Just vibe.
What's your source? I just know.
I used to
Trust me.
I used to go
Trust me, bro.
Wikipedia
You use Wikipedia.
badly, bro.
100%.
I was a
But
mess.
I used to find papers that they actually, like my thesis, yeah, I did it on, Shazam,
Yeah.
but for films and shows.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so I could have
There
got
is
rich.
one.
I could have got rich off that, but I didn't apply myself. Cause my
That's
lecture,
the whole ass idea. Like, so
cause my lecturer said, "Oh, Lale, really good idea. Like, how'd you think of that?" I just thought, I was watching a show one time, and I didn't have my remote. I was like, "What show is this?"
Oh, you couldn't find the show.
And I couldn't find the remote, so I couldn't find the show.
Has that been already done?
Probably.
So you still have a chance, bro. Come on,
Probably.
bro.
Check it there.
You still have a chance, bro. Leon's on it straight.
Shazam for movies.
If
Nah, don't steal my idea now, cause
There actually is a movie called Shazam. I will steal your idea. Full on.
bro,
look, I did a whole what's it called?
I'm like
What's it called again?
The app that identifies the movies you're watching.
Yeah.
Oh, so there's an app out,
I
yeah?
think it's called.
Yeah, it's called The Take.
When did it come out? They might have stolen my idea, and I need my. Can it?
Copyright.
It's not royalties because that's for music.
oh, is IP in it?
Patented.
Yeah,
yeah.
Copyright. Trademark.
Yeah, sorry, bro.
Yeah, but listen,
That's it.
here's what it is.
God has other wins for you, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
We'll see in 5 years' time where I'm at.
You know that was. But that's dope. I was before we actually should we get to school?
Let's get into straight away.
Let's get straight into it,
I was
bro.
watching one of your recent episodes, and you were talking about like a racist incident that you had. with a teacher.
Talk to it.
Sorry, you were talking about a racist incident that you had with a teacher, and like, just way too many memories came from back. But first of all, I actually want to talk about when me and you first met in school, and you know, obviously, I was a black jumper. You know, senior Donny, I was like, you know, I thought I was the shit. Like,
No, you are the shit.
I
Let's
appreciate
be
it.
honest.
But-
No, like in school.
Yeah.
Second, you got that color change, bro.
Oh yeah, great
You know
jumper
what?
into black
You
jumper.
walk
you know what I mean?
different.
Facts.
You walk
Especially when
different.
it was green to blue. When I got that
And
blue,
your back has to be a bit looser now. Yeah.
100%. So basically, I was a black jumper. You were still a grey jumper at the time, and he was standing in a group, and I was standing with my group of black jumpers. And I was like, let me go over and intimidate these kids. So I walk over to his group, and I'm like, you're in the centre, everyone's chatting to you or whatever. And I go, you, what's your name? You go, Narnia. I'm like, Narnia? He goes, Narnia business. Those grey jumpers dashed me. I walked back, and all my friends were losing their minds. And I was like, I've been exposed by this guy. I've held that grudge ever since.
Yeah. every time I saw you after that,
I say, do you remember the first thing he said to me?
None of
There
your
it is.
business.
No, I thought that was a sick joke back then, bro.
was.
And do you know what the thing is? Like, I felt like when I was, especially when I was in grade jumper, when I was like a junior, I felt like just listen, just be rude. That's the way
cheeky,
forward.
be
Be
cheeky.
cheeky. Do you know what I mean?
100%.
But never get caught.
Yeah.
Never get caught lacking. If you do, it's long for you.
It beats you, sure.
It's long for you.
sounds exactly like you, though, bro.
I swear.
Yeah.
Well, so that was my first encounter with David. But you were talking about like teachers, you know, saying really suspect stuff.
Yeah.
And way too often. So obviously in school you have in PE blacks versus whites. Do you know what I mean? So obviously
But what you lot did it in PE?
yeah, in PE. Do you know what I mean?
The teacher allowed
the
that?
teacher organised it.
We just did it at like break time and stuff.
This is like, right, so the PE
God
teacher was like,
damn.
yeah, all right, let's go, right? So obviously I was mixed race, so obviously the jokes are lose the referee. Go them boys.
Oh, you play on both sides.
I change, you know, I wear a different colour bib. I play with the attacking team.
Oh my days.
But the teacher turned around to me and goes, "Oh, Leon, you gonna go in and show these brothers a bit of leadership?" I was like, "What? Are you serious?"
Oh my god!
So that was one thing, right?
Oh my god!
We know. I'm not gonna name this teacher because I don't want to get sued. But
That's a B, isn't it?
what?
B or T?
Yeah, B. He was actually a cool man.
He was.
But the big incident in that school was I think I was a black jumper at the time, and I'm praying you remember this, right?
Yeah.
One day we're all chilling in class, right? I was like, actually, you know what? I'm not feeling too well. I'm gonna go home. So, Miss, can I go home, please? Yeah, right. So I go down to reception. I'm sitting down in reception. All of a sudden, over the intercom, can Leon Diop, can Adam Diop, can, and then just all these like
Names.
all these names, right? They're all African names, right? Please report to the assembly hall, right? So
I remember.
you remember this, right?
Oh
So,
my
hold
god.
on, right? I was in reception going home, so I'm like, no, I'm not going. And
I remember this.
one of the senior members of the school came over and they're like, listen, go into the assembly hall. So I'm like, all right. So I walk in, I look around,
Black.
and there's just a lot of black lads in there. I'm like, what the hell is this,
remember.
right? And my brother's across the hall. I'm looking over at him. I'm like, what is
What's
this?
going on?
What is going on here, right? Principal walks up. Yo, we know your community get into a lot of fights. We know you do.
Community.
So
I
we
was
have a couple of people here that are going to talk to you
Speak to
about
us.
knife crime.
Oh yeah.
I was like, what? I was losing it. I was like, what? I walked out. I was like, no, I'm not doing
That
this.
was. I remember you walking out. I remember that was the height of like obviously Tyler versus Blanche.
Oh yeah.
So they took it as an incentive to bring people in, like African adults, to come and speak
For
to
black
us about
kids.
knife crime.
Bro. But it was a craziest incident ever. Right? They were taking like people who would go to school and would never would never have been in trouble. Like,
Yeah.
they went in, they did their work, they went home, and they were sitting in that hall as well. Listen to this. Like, what am I doing here? Do you know what I mean? There was only one incident. There were two incidents of knife crime in that school when I was there.
Yeah.
They were both committed by white people.
White
One of
people.
them was on a black person.
Yeah.
And we were all in the hall listening to this. And
That's actually
that was
crazy.
like, this is
It's
what-
wild.
It was that school was crazy.
It's so
This
wild.
is
So
like,
all the black lads Had to go to
every
that.
single black lad in that school.
I remember.
Really?
I know because I remember I was in class, and I remember thinking because anytime they call you out, it's kind of almost like, do you know, for me, do you know what it was for me? I was thinking, all of us are getting caught. I thought it was a good thing. You know what I mean? Like, and we're missing class. You know what I mean? So I'm leaving. I'm thinking, this is cool. Then it was sitting down on, everyone's black around you, so it's like, it's loud. Everything's moving. And then principal sits everyone down, says, "Be quiet. Okay, we want to speak to you about this." And then, bro, everyone's snapping. Everyone's just angry.
Because we were taken out, like, when you look back on that, you were taken out of class. So everyone else is still being educated. Like, the classes didn't just stop, like, all right, we're going to wait for black folk to come back.
We gotta move on.
They kept going. Do you know what I mean? So obviously we missed out on. Well, obviously I was going home anyways. But the fact that loads of kids were missing out on class because they were black, even though they would never have been involved in any crap like that. Now, like, look, I got into a bit of trouble in school. So if there was anything about fighting, they should have brought the kids who were fighting in the school. Do you know what I mean? Who were white, black, whatever, down to the hall to speak to them. Fair enough. But the fact that they just called it all
the black,
and crazy enough, like even at that time, black people wasn't stabbing black people. That was definitely not happening. Do you know what I mean? It was fist fights. You know, maybe a bottle here or there, but do you know what I mean? It wasn't that. Do you know what I mean? And I remember I saw the first time I saw stabbing in school, like, and your man tried to stab him and your man had a puffer jacket. The knife broke off. Were you there?
Yeah. Was that when it wasn't someone that was in the school?
It wasn't. He came into the school.
It was a guy's brother in the school.
Yeah.
And he literally tried to, like,
what, the knife snapped?
The knife snapped off on his bag, and then another guy ran in and just drop kicked him.
Bro, that was an amazing. That day, beautiful.
Now, when you're looking back on it, you're kind of like, all right, that's terrible.
That's
like,
wild.
It's terrible.
Like, obviously, it's hype. Like, someone could have died. Like, do you know what I mean? But
But that's the best day of your life.
No, it wasn't the best day of my life, but the scenery was crazy. He's trying to get stuff. I remember my Irish teacher came in. She ran out like thinking that it was like a normal fight. So she went, lads. She saw the knife. She lads.
Not today. So that school, there was fights every day in that school. Every single day. There was someone killing each other. So definitely, you know, in terms of, like, I think racist skills, I think that school was up there. There was some cool teachers there. Like, don't get me wrong, there were some teachers there that were sound, that were nice, but there were some other people in that school that didn't have a clue what they were doing.
Do you know what I was even thinking about, like, when we had you on today, like, you coming up today, I was just like, oh man, we went to the same school and we came from a type of school where it's like they almost encourage, not saying encourage, but it's kind of like the vibe I was getting was like, you lot not going to be anything really. Do you know what I mean? Do you get what I'm trying to say? It's like,
so it's them and us.
And it's like, we see, like, for the black people in school, it wasn't so much the education that we were praised for. Do you know what I mean? It was more like, you go sprint a century for us and get us some gold medals. And, you know, it raises the profile of the school a little bit in that area. Go play sports, play football, win some stuff for the football team. Do you know what I mean? And that was what we were kind of encouraged to do. But the other side was kind of like I remember having conversations with teachers and it's kind of like, Dave, you know, with the way you're carrying on, you're never going to be anything. And I was just like, and at that time it was like, piss off, you know, I'm going to be a footballer and stuff like that. But
it's actually crazy to think about.
To think that that's how they thought about us.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So,
100%.
And that's obviously a select few, not everybody. You know what I mean?
But like, if anything, like, the last person that should speak, no one should speak like that to any children. But the last person, teachers.
100%.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? Imagine a teacher, you're not gonna
man to anything like
100%.
it's gonna be a failure.
Yeah, imagine.
We're Black and Irish. We did a survey of 1,000 teachers, and 15 out of every 100 said that they saw or thought another teacher was engaging in racist behavior.
That's crazy.
That's 15%.
Oh, like they saw it themselves.
Yeah, the teachers were saying, I think another teacher's engaged in racist behavior.
And they
and
didn't do
know
anything.
how to deal with it, like, you know what I mean? So that's like,
I think sometimes I think it's not that they don't want to. It's like, how do I deal with that?
Yeah.
What do you mean? How do you deal with it?
So what would you do I know, but think about it as a white teacher. I'm just saying they may not know how to deal with it. Do you get me?
I'm not understanding.
You need to use your words.
I'm not understanding. No, like you look like you guys you're like understanding why they won't be able to deal with it. Is that what you're saying?
No, I don't understand personally. For me, I'm like, I feel Like, if you see someone doing racist shit, pull them off to the side.
Yeah.
That was racist shit.
Yeah, and tell them.
And tell them, shut up.
Okay,
Yeah.
we're on the same page.
Yeah.
100%.
But, like,
if
some of them...
if it's a new teacher to the school, and like it's a teacher that's been there 10 years, and you know they're clearly like a more senior member of the school. How do you get here? Listen, what you're doing is racist. Like, hold on, you're just in the door. Like, shut up.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So,
Yeah, school's funny.
I think my school didn't get a chance to be racist. My school didn't get a chance to be racist because there wasn't enough black people.
Oh shit, we missed the chance, man.
Try again next year.
you know what we could have been doing 10 years ago?
We can't do it now, though.
There was literally 2 black lads
Damn.
in my whole school.
Yeah,
That was it.
Mad.
2 black lads. Actually, no,
That would be peak.
probably not
that's
true.
like flipping. That you must felt like
You were in Poland or Russia, man.
Yeah, fam, I was one of the boys until I walked into my house, but like I was one of the boys all the time.
Do you go to school in the country?
No, it was in James Street in town.
Oh,
Yeah,
mad.
actually, Camille events,
yeah.
Yeah.
and there was like 8 black lads when I was at first year in 6th year.
Okay.
Did you get me?
Yeah.
You're not talking to them.
Yeah.
Especially after walking in the door, no, you're not talking to them.
Yeah.
And then next year they were gone. So from that point on, there was just 2 black lads. There was actually one black lad that came in. His name was Lakon.
Yeah.
Because my name's Laken.
Laken, yeah. Listen, bro, you have to change it. Bro, my name was okay. I can't say my second name, innit? Damn.
It's gone to the point where even I mispronounce my own name. Do you know what I mean? So, my surname is Diop, right?
Yeah.
Diop, but everyone calls me
Diop.
Diop. Do you know what I mean? But
It's just how, because in work, even I say, just call me Ola.
yeah.
Because there's no point trying to just say Ola. Just fine. Like, I'm fine with it. You're fine with it. Let's move on.
It's easy for you to pronounce.
Yeah.
I can accept it.
And then I make a joke. Hey, Ola. I say, I've heard it before.
I've never heard that one before.
I've done that too many because of my surname. I'm like, oh, that's original. I'm like, that's great.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Nah,
You know them ones. I'll
for
make
me,
you feel
for me, they actually struggle. But then in school, that they were remixing me like badly to the point,
Remixing.
bro, to the point where my teacher started calling me David Osborne. And I was just like, do you know what? She said,
What kind of school did you go to?
She said David Osborne,
Which was fake?
the maths teacher. I think they were both maths
They're
teachers.
both my
Yeah.
teachers.
The politician.
Oh, man.
So she says David Osborne, and you know what? I got to stage and said, should I correct her? She said, yeah, unsure. You know what I mean? Like, man, school's funny though.
And then substitute teachers come in.
Yeah.
They start going through the roll call. And they're like,
Yeah.
one day,
Bro, I just say onshore before they even get to me. I just say onshore. Yeah.
I don't want to be
Move
embarrassed.
on.
Because you know, you hear the roll so many times, you know that you're next.
You know you're next, yeah.
Yeah. Onshore.
I'm here, damn it. Oh, man.
So
One of the substitute teachers goes, where are all the foreigners here from? And then, where are you from to me? I was like, how do I tell him this? France. I don't want to go into this.
And it's like, oh, really?
Where are you really from? I get it. But yeah.
There was a time I was American.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a time. Where are you from? I'm from America.
US.
Like, we're in America. Like, we're from America. All right?
bro, there was apparently nurses, student nurses as well. Like they face a lot of like where you from, or you don't sound like where you're from like patients, like older patients.
Yeah.
So it's like, and then one of the nurses told me this. She goes, a patient that has is it Alzheimer's? No, dementia.
Yeah.
They never forget that you're black. They never forget you're black. She goes, so they can forget everything in the world, but you're still a black man. I was like,
That racism is baked in.
I said, that is so
Buried
crazy.
I don't know my name, but you're black.
No, they told me. I was like, wow, how is that such a? How do you have that much hatred, or do you know what I mean? That this is
in your DNA.
everything I can forget. But niggas, I ain't never gonna forget niggas.
I'ma die, but you a nigga.
Nah, it's crazy, man. Guys, speaking about baked in, we got a sponsorship. Let's talk about it.
Good segue. Good segue.
Like it,
Good segue. That was a good segue.
So listen, ladies and gentlemen, we are sponsored officially,
Bam. Listen, lads.
Talk about
lads.
You use it, yeah?
Lads. I'm a new man, boys.
Okay, but Joe, before we get into that, listen, before you get into your new man, have you talked to me first about your experience shaving your balls pre-Manscaped?
Oh,
Cut and bruises.
caution.
Everywhere.
And not everywhere now. Not everywhere now. You're going a bit too high.
How many times you chopped his balls off?
No.
Everywhere.
I've had some bad accidents.
Jeez.
Trust me.
I've actually never
I've had some bad accidents.
Yeah, I've had.
It's just like a pinch here and there.
No, I've done a shaving stick that didn't end well. Yeah, exactly. I was.
What's the shaving stick looking
You
for
get
down
bad
there?
advice from people out here.
And what you use V?
I've never used V. I've never used hair removal.
You use V? Have you used V?
I'm not talking about this.
I did not expect this at all. This is incredible. Yes. Yeah. Pretty bad experience.
And what, did it just fall off or did you get like a rash or?
Rash. I'm talking about rashes online. Be mad. This flow jar be full. Be crazy. Right? No, I've just had bad experiences. My shit looks messed up.
Yeah,
I
no.
was like, what are you doing?
Bro, I've had those ones, I use like the clipper or whatever it is.
Yeah, that's what I use.
Cut your balls.
Prior to this, I just bought one, yeah, and I was like, you know what, this should,
Yeah.
I was like,
You know them ones, and you shower after it's stinking, and then you wear boxes and you're feeling it. No, do you know? So like, we've had some bad, and I've heard some bad things. You know what I mean? Because let's say back in the past or whatever, you know, you're trying to get ready for engagements and stuff like that. You know, you get ready for relations. You know what I mean? And then you're shaving and
you're struggling.
Yeah, struggling. There's cuts and there's uneven. There's spots that
There's
you're
hair
missing.
there, there's no hair there. It's like a fade there. This is bushy there. And then the balls is just all over the place because you're too scared to go there.
There's a time. Leave the balls.
Like just strands of hair.
Just like,
But yeah. Then obviously, shout out to the guys over at Manscape. They sponsored. They gave us some clippers, and this is the lawnmower 4.0.
The newest one.
listen, it has a light on it. Listen,
You can even shave your balls in the deck.
Yeah.
Matters.
If you're that brave.
No.
If you're that brave.
No. That's not even. I don't think it's bravery with Manscaped. I actually don't think it's bravery because deeper, you can.
Oh, yeah. You could put as much pressure.
Yeah, and it won't hurt you.
Won't hurt. Trust.
Are you trying to like sell this to me?
Yes.
No, yeah, we're just saying. We're just saying.
Oh, you have one.
Oh, you have one.
He's on job.
I saw all the ads on Snap. I was like, you know what? Let me get this. That's every marketer's best dream.
That's what I was saying with like adverts and stuff like that. I've seen it on Snap and stuff like that. Yeah, see some of these adverts. Yeah,
You're holding upside down.
some of them are good. You know, so this is Manscaped, right? Listen, bro.
You know how amazing that is?
Don't hide that. So
Have you used this one
so
already?
they know.
Let me do it on your arm. Hold on.
This is the podcast one, right?
No one uses that
Yeah,
one.
ladies
being
and
used.
gentlemen, Manscaped 4.0.
Get it for yourself. Get it for your man.
Listen, to
Get it for your dad even.
Yes.
for you YouTube people.
Look him dead in the eyes when you give it to him. As well.
Wait. Can girls use it?
I suppose so. Yeah. And if you don't want to use it, buy it for a man. It's a great gift to give to a boy. Do you know what I mean?
What's the code?
WYHAPOD 20.
Get 20%
get
off free shipping. And then for YouTube lot, there's a link in the description.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Know
sir.
what to do.
So shout out to Manscaped. And yeah, get your balls done.
Fresh.
I want this video played at my funeral. This has been the best exchange of my entire life. It's just like the most unprecedented thing that's ever happened to me.
Bro, it's Where's Your Head Out podcast, bro. It's the
Your
only
balls will be fresh on in your coffin, so that's a good thing. What? What? Don't you want fresh balls when you're going down under?
Yo, moving on.
Oh Oh man.
But yeah.
No bush.
Yeah, bro. Honestly, because there's been moments where I've had some just terrible. You know when you're walking like a penguin. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the word for it.
Chafe, is it?
Chafe.
Yeah.
Chafed.
Not good.
What's chafed?
It's when together.
No.
Oh,
I remember, like, there was parts that I was like, yo, I didn't even know this person. You know, you're pulling your tick to the side. Just,
oh yeah.
That's going off. Nice and easy. So yeah, no, because the blade is perfect.
Like, it doesn't hurt at all, man. Trust
Perfect,
me, it doesn't hurt.
No, Leon knows because he has one.
Oh yeah. Like, trust me.
Trust me, people. Yo, I was having this. I think we had this discussion last week. I don't know if you were there, but I think you were there about your partner meets your parents for the first time, right? And we were.
We always there. We had this conversation.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was just thinking, like, it's good for the
Yeah, let's
podcast.
go into it.
So we're Nigerian, Yoruba,
Yeah.
you're Senegal. Oh, jeez.
Senegalese.
You can't say Senegalese?
Talk to us. Senegalese. You know what I mean? And on Irish as well on the other side, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's for us the culture. If I bring a partner home, my mom is cultural, but she's not like crazy cultural. But she requires a few things. You get what I'm trying to say? So I remember saying to Mrs. Yo, when you come over for the first time, first impression really matters.
Yeah.
And not saying hi and being like respectful, but it's kind of like certain things that you do. Should she feel, because she's not from Nigeria.
Okay.
Should she feel like, oh, I'm not doing that because that's weird?
Well, like, I think there's a difference between cultural values and then being misogynistic. If you're saying to your partner, and like, look, if I went over to my partner's house, I would like want to help cleaning up and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, that's because I'm raised with good values and I want to be, a good guest and stuff like that, and I want to help out. If I wouldn't say, oh, because you're a female, you should do this because it's part of our culture or anything like that. I definitely wouldn't be on that stuff at all. I just want to caveat this, and I have a couple of things to caveat actually. So first of all, my partner is a diehard feminist, and so am I. For one, so neither of us would like condone that for either of us. Either of us going to
Each other's houses,
each other's houses. Secondly, so like I grew up in it. Just in an Irish household, because like my dad would have moved out when I was like 6, so and then my stepdad would have moved in when I was like 9. Okay. So I grew up in a white household.
Yeah, okay, gotcha.
So
the cultural differences are
massive.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so yeah, but like now my girlfriend is someone who is like really she wants to be a good guest as well. She wants to come in and like she would offer to do that stuff. However, I wouldn't expect her to do that stuff. If you know what I mean.
I understand expectancy and stuff like that, but I think if the conversation of yo, like, would you have the conversation of yo? I think if she's not from your culture,
yeah, no. So I'll explain right. So I feel like if you're introducing your partner to your home,
yeah,
and she doesn't understand the culture, it is your duty,
right,
to inform her. This is how things are done here.
Yeah.
This is what would make you look good.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And just explain the dynamics of the culture. I think it's just your duty to do that. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Just as
I agree.
Just as when you do that as well, you also need to inform your family, like she isn't part of our culture.
Right.
Yeah.
So I have told you about what we do, but you can understand that there will be a difference there as well. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
It's your duty to be the buffer on either side.
Yeah. There definitely needs to be a mutual understanding there.
100%.
Yeah, of not of them not being from the culture, and then understanding that this is the cultural values in my household.
Yeah, exactly.
And it would be ideal for you to follow them. Like, for example, don't walk into my sitting room and put your feet up on the couch. Do you know what I mean? It's just a
don't do
just
that.
a done thing. Do you know what I mean? Just don't do that. Do you know what I mean?
Do you think there's a problem with the culture then?
That's what I'm saying. Like, so for me having to say to my partner, yo, it would be good if you like went to kitchen, right? And that's like, we know African culture is very,
because it almost
very,
sounds as if like that's your place, but you're not saying it outright.
right. Do you know what I mean? But to even have to say that, right, is because we know African culture is, you know, the man is sitting in the couch and the woman is in the kitchen doing all that work, right? So it's kind of like to have to say that. Is that showing more of a problem with the culture or the family that you're in?
Culture? No. The question is, how prevalent is that today?
Bro, if so,
it still is.
So the question is, if say your missus wasn't from Nigeria, she came to your house, right? Your mom's in the kitchen. Your mom's in the kitchen, cooking for the family, and cleaning up, and your girl's watching TV, with you, right?
I get you.
That was the conversation that was kind of like, oh, that brought that whole thing up of like, oh, like my mom would expect from culture for her to come
and the thing is like, this isn't particular. I don't know if it's a culture thing,
right?
100%,
right?
Because my girl's Nigerian. If my girl's mom is cooking in the kitchen, my girl's beside her.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So if I bring her to my house, she would treat my mom just as she would treat her mom.
Right.
Do you get what I'm trying to
But
say?
it is a culture thing, though.
Then it is a culture
It
thing.
is a culture thing.
Because like if that's not what's done in Senegal or in Congo, then you can't expect the girl to instinctively do that.
Of course.
Do you get me?
And that's what I'm saying. Is there a problem with me having to say?
Well, like just to like leave a good impression.
Yeah.
Are you asking, is there a difference between you saying a woman's place is in the kitchen and a culture saying your place is in the kitchen?
In a sense, because that's not what I was saying. I don't care if I'm not on that vibe.
Yeah.
But for that instance,
so like for the instance of introducing your girl to your mom
and creating a good impression,
or strict
who
culture,
follow a strict culture value.
Yeah,
okay.
And only me kind of informing her that this will be a good thing to do for a good impression.
It's then up to her if she wants to leave a good impression or not.
There's two things about it, right? That one act does not change the trajectory of your life.
Right.
It doesn't necessarily impede on your beliefs.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
Because like if I had to do something for my girl in the sense of like, okay, this is what her dad would see as a good thing. If I don't particularly care for it, I'd probably just bite the bullet and do it. Yeah. In that instance. Yeah. Just like, let me introduce myself well and let me keep the peace.
But then, Tommy, you see,
then it's different for girls as well. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Say she doesn't really want to do it like that, and then she just does it just to leave a good impression. Then whenever she comes over to your house and sees your ma,
she might have to.
She has to keep doing it.
I heard that. Yeah.
So maybe it's just best to say, look,
that's not what she does.
That's not me. Yeah. And just let your mom be like, okay, I know your place now.
Okay, so if your girl said that to your mom, that's not me. Your mom saying,
there's a whole other side to this. Yeah. That a lot of guys that have this conversation never speak on. Yeah, they'll talk about their girls and like how the girls have to conform to a certain degree.
Not how they have to conform.
No, not like having a conversation with the mom.
Yeah.
Do you get me? Or on the mom, or decide the mom to say you can't judge her because she wouldn't do what you would do.
Yeah,
because most times, African parents, they just need to talk to them and say, okay, this is not how we do things now. And I'm not saying it's all things because they can be strict in their ways, but like I say, something like that. I'm sure a lot of parents will be understanding and say, okay, fine.
My mom in particular would be fine. Do you get what I'm saying? But the reason I mentioned is the fact that we're three of us are Yoruba, even. The culture is a bit different.
It's very intense.
It's very intense.
And
that's what I'm saying. When I mentioned that we're Nigerian and we're Yoruba, it's like, I almost said, but my parents are kind of like more relaxed. They're not too crazy in the culture. The person that's crazy in the culture can cause a living hell for the the in-law because they didn't respect them the first time they came. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, no, 100%. I think the main thing that you should ask your partner to be when they're coming over to your house is respectful.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's the bare minimum.
Let them know, like, look, this is the cultural values that my family follow. But ultimately, I just want you to be respectful to my parents, and saying it to your parents as well. I want you to be respectful to my partner.
Yeah, exactly.
It goes both ways.
It goes both
100%.
I really like. So I appreciate it if if they don't like cooking or if they aren't into cooking, and that
you can't expect them. Yeah,
100%. But by no means, I think if anyone wants to cook, then they can cook. If they don't want to cook, then they don't have to. Yeah, that would be where I'd sit.
And if you can't, don't.
You can't. You better just watch TV. Watch TV.
Go and make cereal or something.
I grew up on chicken nuggets and chips until my stepdad came in, and he's a chef.
Yeah,
so, which is peng.
Stuff you got some good
meals,
food.
Like pastas, so that's the life I live.
Bro, I was having a conversation about black brands, right? That I was talking about earlier. And I think one of my
the whole idea of the CEO thing.
Yeah. So one of the person I was speaking to was telling me about, this person is the CEO of this, this person is CEO of that, and I goes, and I don't want to be, because I had this question a while back. If I stick like KD at the side of my shirt, am I a CEO now?
Because you have a t-shirt brand.
Yeah, or am I just a designer?
Why can't you be both?
What makes a CEO?
So yeah, no, I totally get it. And
I'm
sitting here right now as a CEO.
No, because the reason I say that is because like I feel like a lot of these titles are almost kind of a show. You can say listen. You can say whatever you want. You could. I feel like the word owner for me is better. Or
okay,
but CEO.
Do you know what it is? I think
you don't even have staff.
It's the social media negative connotation that's attached to that word that makes you feel like that.
Of what?
The word CEO. There's bare people you see on their Instagram, on their
CEO,
like the CEO, and like I don't like. I'm not down on what they do. Whatever they do is what they do.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like if everyone can just be a CEO, then why do I want to be one? I guess. Do you get me?
Yeah, no, 100%. I get that, and like well, for some people, being able to say like, look, I run a company, I'm CEO of it. Like,
sounds good.
Yeah, it's nice, and like some people like having that, ownership of titles and stuff like that. For my own organization, with 2 organizations now that I'm running, I am chief executive of it, and the reason why is because I have full accountability. Like I lead a team of 15 people.
So
they are accountable.
That sounds CEO-ish to me.
They're accountable to different people.
Come on, talk your shit, Leon.
Like, so we're working across education, business, politics, entertainment, media, and community. Yeah. So across each of those 6 areas, there's a number of projects going on. So, for example, with education at the moment, we're liaising with Lush and a number of other brands in order to make submissions to the National Curriculum Authority to make the curriculum more inclusive. Now, ultimately, any funds that we receive from them have to be accountable to someone. Yes. And
Leon, even the way he's wording it, it's CEO like.
You called it an organization.
Yeah. But do you understand?
He said liaise.
He said liaise, bro. But see, that's the thing. I think like
that's a funny word to spell as well.
Yeah, it is.
LIASE.
No.
Yeah.
Can we get the letters popping up on the screen?
LIAISE.
I just spell Q.
Which Q?
Like queuing up.
QUE.
God damn.
You're forgetting a whole another UE.
Yeah, it's tricky.
Let's
QUE. UE.
Yeah. We can do a spelling competition after that.
QUE.
Ultimately, like, do you know what I mean? I feel like, if you want to be a CEO of a clothing brand, that's fine. Like, if you're, like, incorporated, if you have to file tax returns and annual returns, then fine. You're a CEO of an organization because you run that organization. Yeah. You have accountability. You have things that you need to follow. Like for myself, Black and Irish, like we have governance obligations. Do you know what I mean? Like we need to make sure that if we're receiving funds, we need to be able to report on them. We need to be able to, make sure that every cent is accounted for. And ultimately, it needs to be one person that's accountable for that.
Yeah,
that's
me.
You.
Yeah, no, because I looked it up the other day, CEO, and it's like the person that's responsible.
Yeah.
for like
the whole
literally everything, right? And I'm just like, okay, yeah. Listen, we can easily say that if I make a brand with my shirt on it, I'm responsible for everything. Do you know what I mean? But I feel like there's levels. Like a lot of these CEO people are not even registered businesses. Do you know what I mean? They're just like you're buying drinks from here and then you're selling it and you're a reseller, really. You know what I mean? I don't know if CEO is like a perfect term for you or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But it kind of goes back to kind of like this whole thing of sounding good but not actually operating good.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
you.
And so when we talk about like, especially, I think it's important that we speak about, you know, well, black Irish businesses as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, I salute everyone who's doing their thing.
100%.
Salute everyone who's doing their thing. Do you know what I mean? Because to even step out and begin to do those things takes courage. And do you know what I mean? And it shows initiative and all these type of things there. But then I think a few businesses maybe don't understand what business is. Maybe. If you get what I'm trying to say.
And you're talking about people in the service industry.
The service, all of them. Do you know what I mean? Because it's kind of like maybe not treating the brand with like the level of, like, I remember you guys having that meeting we had.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing I left with from that meeting, was ultimately you could have emailed us. Ultimately, you could have given us a call and said, "Can we get you to do these things?" But you treated us like we were special. No. Listen.
Okay.
It's not a bad thing. Like you made us feel special, and in doing that, we were fully bought onto what you're doing, right? And I feel like that's just a meeting to say, can you join what we're doing? Do you get what I'm trying to say? I feel like that was treated with some level of professionalism, respect, like detail to the brand and everything. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Where I feel like a lot of other things are kind of done with like wishy-washy, like, I'll send it out in post and if you get it, you get it, or you know, type of vibe.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like I struggle with that. You're calling yourself a CEO, but you don't operate like one. You kind of like, you know, just go off and do your thing. Do you know what I mean? That's the thing that irritates me.
I get
Even because my girl was actually talking about like she was dealing with an Instagram business, right? Person's doing whatever they're doing, it's good or whatever. Yeah. She messaged this person, goes, "Hey, could you let me know how much it would cost to buy this?"
Right.
Didn't get a response for 3 days.
Yeah.
She got the response. She just opened the message. Goes, "I'm not dealing with this."
Can't deal with that. Yeah.
If I'm asking for price so I can pay you, at least.
And you shouldn't even have to ask for price.
Yeah,
Price should be somewhere.
That's a different conversation. But like, if I'm asking,
that pisses me off as well, man. Oh my days.
If I'm asking for a price for how much to pay you, and you take 3 days to reply, like, what do you want? Okay, what do you want?
I found someone else, and that's what it is.
I get that as well. I think like you know, a lot of people who are running businesses on the side also have other things going on.
Yeah, which I understand.
Which you need to be taken into account as well. Like, for example, I work full time as well as Black and Irish, as well as For the Culture, which is now like up and running. So, like, I understand. I fully get that though. Yeah. You should treat people with respect. You should get back to them quickly and stuff like that. 100%, I agree. Mm-hmm. That's actually my point. I know it looked like I was going to repeat it.
No, but see, I think what made it worse was that like it wasn't like she didn't. She left the message. She opened the message immediately.
Oh, she just didn't reply.
Yeah, so she opened the message. So you saw my question and you just left me unseen. Okay.
Red.
I think those are the little things for me that I see with a lot of businesses. I'm just like, like, remove that CEO from your title, will you?
Yeah, because it's image. For me, a lot of these things are image. You get what I'm trying to say? Because again, it sounds nice. Imagine walking into a place and saying, "I am CEO of this." You know, people automatically would look at you like, "Whoa, whoa." But then, if they dig into what you do in your business, it's kind of like, "Yo, man, just called himself a CEO, bro. He's not doing anything." Do you know what I mean? Or he's like, he's very like, what do you call it? How do you say bad? Like he's bad. I don't want to say bad, but
not professional.
Yeah, not professional.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like he treats everything with like he's laxy daisy with it. You know what I mean? And bro, that irritates me to the core, bro. I look at brands, not brands, maybe businesses like designer cuts. Bro, I'm telling you, they are amazing. Regardless of, every business has some, some hiccups here and there. But I remember like when Afro started designer cuts when it was up in close to Kilmarnock, Kilmarnock.
Past the margin,
yeah, right, past the margin. Yeah. I remember when I started that, and I just remember he sat me down, talked to me, had a conversation, said, "Yo, he treated me nice. Everything was, as much as the trip was nice, everything, like the whole service,
the whole experience.
From the second I got in there to the second I left, I felt like, yo, they care about me. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot, maybe if brands are listening to this, a lot of customers just want to feel like they're cared about. Do you know what I mean? Like you care about them. Do you know what I mean? Not like you just throw something at them. So when I had that experience, I was like, yo, if he could do it, brands could do it in Ireland. There's no, do you know what I mean? There's no excuse. And he understands that the customer experience is number one.
Is the most important.
Do you know what I mean? A lot of brands don't understand that.
Especially for his industry, that's the most important thing.
Yeah, customer service.
Yeah. It's the most
because you can't just come to the barbershop and... Because the barbershop is where you talk, you have fun. You watch a few matches as well, play a few games.
Like what annoys me as well, massive companies like, Nike and all them, man, they pump millions into their customer service.
Yeah.
If a business this big can understand the value of customer service,
we gotta begin to understand that. 100%.
Do you get me? That should be maybe not the priority because I understand you may not have the facilities to accommodate that, which is fine.
Yeah,
but I think it should be very, very up there.
100%.
Do you get me? Like 100%. It should be, and a lot of business I feel like
like even like you into like technology and stuff like that. The UX, the user experience. It's like that's so key.
Bro, your websites.
That's what I was gonna say.
Your websites,
it's so key.
It doesn't have to be amazing, but let it be user friendly. When I use on my phone, let it be
in shape, in frame.
I can't be going like this at all. Like
exactly, and that's what turns customers off. The person that you're trying to get into your business, if you don't accommodate for them, it will turn them off. You know what I mean? So I feel like as we're growing in those things, because I'm loving seeing a lot of like businesses start up and stuff like that. But I feel like if we miss the point, there will always be this narrative of, black businesses. That's always a conversation of black businesses are always late. They're always unprofessional. And like I hate hearing that. Do you know what I mean?
But like I can't like deny my experiences.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? There's been a lot of instances where like it just so happens that these are the people that are like fall my hand or whatever the case is. Like don't fall my hand. It's not to say like, for example, like, and I feel like every business can have its flaw or an issue. Like talking about designer codes, I've had issues there before.
Yeah.
Like my book is for 2:00. Why is there someone else on the seat? And I'm not getting on to 3.
Not even the big brands, even Nike have issues.
No, but like the issues is how you rectify it.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, the buyer will be like, yo man, I'm sorry about this. I'll take a $5 off your trim.
Yeah.
Well, $5 or $10 off my trim.
Bro, this is
that's a lot. I'm paying 15 now. I don't mind. I used to pay 8-7 back in the day.
That's go from 25 to 20
Inflation.
euro. Do you get me?
Mad.
But like even at that, like it probably doesn't mean anything at the grand scheme of things. But I left there not feeling like I got taken the piss out of completely.
Yeah.
Okay,
I got sorry and I got $5 off. It means nothing.
Yeah.
But it's like you acknowledge the fact that this happened on this side.
Yeah.
I'm okay. I'll come back again next
Right.
time.
Can we switch it now? The fact that some of us take a piss out of black businesses.
Okay,
right?
we don't see them as legit
In a sense. You know what I mean? So like, say you go to like, I've heard a lot of nails and hair and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You're coming to the appointment late. Like an hour late, and it's almost like no sorry, no nothing, right? And then you expect them to still do your hair, and blah blah blah. And it's like almost like, I feel like, because I remember Goody had an episode with Hair by Addy.
Yeah.
And before hearing her talk, the narrative,
you had some ideas.
The narrative was mad. Do you know what I mean? And then she just put some things into perspective. She was like, first time that's been her only job.
Yeah.
But she been taking the piss out of Countless and countless. And like, you know, when you're nice by nature and say, you come in later, come in later, come in later.
There's a point you get to.
Point you get to.
Yeah.
And then you listen, and she admitted, like, yo, listen, there was times where I acted wrongly. Do you know what I mean? But I think she was aware of that. Do you know what I mean? So I see a lot of times that we, as you know, black people as well, take a piss because on one side we don't see it as, you know, you're not.
It's not that we don't see.
I'm coming to your house to do this.
People
so
don't care.
What do you mean they don't care?
A lot of people don't care about that. They don't care that Heba Eddie has 2 other appointments after you.
Yeah.
Do you get me?
Yeah.
They just care about their appointment.
Yeah,
you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I won't lie to you, like, I've been in that situation before. I pulled up late to the coach. Fella goes, you missed your slot. You know,
sorry, bro.
No, goes, you missed your slot.
We talk about Glen Royal. We talk about that. You had me waiting in the meeting room for 2 hours. Not 2 hours. What, for an hour and 15 minutes?
Us?
You 3.
No.
Yes, sir.
I saw we did early.
When?
Let me pull up emails. See, this is what I brought it for.
Wait, what's going on?
I said we were going to meet at 2:30.
Yeah, we were late.
And you man showed up at
We were late.
20 to 4.
Oh yeah, this is the girls.
No.
Wait, I'm still lost. What's going on?
When we came late for the meeting.
Oh, but everyone was late, no?
True that.
Do you know what's funny? Yeah? Do you know what's funny? The funny thing was when we got there, Amanda was only walking out the car.
I swear.
We're like, oh.
Yeah, listen,
We're here coming that. Don't be late. Why you like? And what's one late?
That was so funny. But like, I walked into the Sonic Cuts and I was half an hour late.
Yeah.
I goes, you have a 10-minute grace period.
Yeah.
And he goes, I can't take it today.
That's all right. That's all
I
right.
can't take it today. There's too many lads. I walked back home without my trim. I was never late again.
Yeah.
You're gonna learn.
Fam,
You
but
gonna
like-
learn it.
But that's the thing. I feel like with a lot of those businesses, like people that do hair and nails, right? They're never afforded that same respect of like, yo, I pulled up late to you,
Yeah.
and I can't expect you to still take me.
Yeah.
Get me? Then you're not getting cheeky with.
Honestly, my mom had a shop. She had 2 shops. My mom she had more than 2 shops. She had shops in Drogheda, shops in Dublin, right? And you know, early days when I was younger, I used to I was in there, I was working as well, and the beef cost €6.
Yeah.
Can we get that for $4.50? You're not going to Tesco and saying, "Yo, can I get $4.50 €2 or $1.50 off of this beef?" Do you get what I'm trying to say? And so I saw that, and that was almost a thing where like I knew that this auntie's going to price my mom down for something that that's her price. Like it's like we had tags on the thing. It's €6.
$4.50.
It's not $4.50, but it's almost that thing of like, I don't see you as you are black now. Come on, we're black.
Yeah.
Do me a favor.
Not being taken seriously.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like as you said, you wouldn't walk into a Tesco's and do that.
Yeah.
Well, like I've had similar issues in the past. Like when I was starting up different things, like you know, for example, when we were selling merch in order to fund different projects that we wanted to do.
Yeah.
All my friends were like, "I'm not gonna buy one. I just want one for free, please." Do you know what I mean? Just give me one.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I'm not doing this so that I can make money. I'm doing this so that we can like
More
do
things.
good for the community.
Yeah.
And you know, but I find that you know there were strangers like who are more than willing to help out and say, "Oh,
Yeah.
actually, you know, I support what you're doing."
Yeah.
And I find that that's often the case. People that aren't close to you are more willing to support you than people that are in your immediate circle.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
bro.
So
Think about artists.
Oh yeah.
Guest list, bro. I remember I did it. Do you remember that? So, I did my headline show, right? And,
He says this at least nearly every month. It's so burning.
It hurt me. I did my headline show, and I remember like, so we're loading in early, right? So I got some my guys come in to like help me load in. So one of the guys obviously heard that we were loading in early, so he's come early now. And then he's like trying to help out, but he's kind of just like loitering around and stuff like that.
Picks up a wire, puts it down.
yeah. And then so it's time now, so we have to clear out the whole building type of vibe. Only myself and my band are going to remain and the sound man are going to remain in the building.
Everyone else has to go back.
Everyone has to go out and wait in the line to come in. And he was kind of like, "Oh, like I've been here, bro. Do you want to like keep me? Can I come in for free? I've been here." And I was like, "Oh, bro, no. You're gonna have to pay." And he went home. He went home instead of coming to the show because he had to pay €10, right? And then I remember on the day, people coming in and calling my phone. But I'm about to perform. the opening acts on, people are calling my phone like, Dave, would you be able to stick me on the list?
Yeah, get me in, please. Yeah.
And
I guess it's that long.
Bro, it started off, I remember I said, I had like 3, 4 people on it. And the whole list was full of people that asking. And you know, it's one of those ones like, because that guy had left, I was fearing that, everyone's going to leave.
Rather than,
But imagine that. You're thinking for your own headline show, your own people are coming and saying, yo, but I'll come if I don't have to pay.
It be like that sometimes. It really be like that sometimes. And you need to look at the people around you then and say, well, are these my friends or are they just around for it? Or whatever, do you know what I mean? So
now listen, we always try to get something free like every time, all the time, like it's cool.
Of course.
But I think that even maybe the older I am, like, you know, we're all working and stuff like that. Yo, what is €10 to support your friend? Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Probably spent that. 3 times that today.
Netflix subscription.
Yeah,
bro,
you're not using
on lunch. You know what I mean? Like man will go into Boojum. Remember college? Man will go to Boojum, spend €8.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? But a €10 for a friend like who's chasing the passion, do you know what I mean? Yeah. And I feel like, maybe when you're in college, maybe you're more stingy with money, but at this age, I feel like we should definitely go out support. So when it comes to stuff like for the culture, when it comes, hey, come on, look at the segue again. When it comes to these events and all these type of things, I think just go out and support black communities, black culture 100%. In Ireland, because it's on the rise. And no one says that we're perfect. We're all growing, but we're learning, bro.
It's a learning experience at the end of the day.
Yeah, bro.
100%.